like it, and if they like it, like, yeah, by the way. Our thing is like, by the way. We're gonna do dope shit, but by the way, it's less impactful on the environment. By the way, it's kind of giving the voiceless a voice, and by the way, this. And also, I think even the vegan movement, people thinking it's a trend. It's like, I'm from the North Bronx, so I grew up with the Rastas and the Ike's House food, like, since I was a youth. So it's not new to me. You know, they had the seitan and the fake chicken patties when I was like 5 years old. You know, so.
And I think young people are just discovering that piece of their history too, and they're like, oh, this is about not letting predominant culture, you know, make us unhealthy, and this is what our, you know, grandmothers were doing. And I thought it was just the, you know, the bad Seventh-day Adventist, you know, that thing. But I think it's part of too reclaiming, you know, your stories as young people are, and reclaiming their food in a way. So, how do y'all figure that, you know, the kids today are doing on food? I mean, I remember back in the late 90s, when for the first time Gen Xers were spending more money on restaurants for their entertainment than movies, and you could start to see that shift. And now you see, you know, the predominance of cooking and of internet and of Instagram. Do you think young people's attraction to food is their entree into politics too, or do you think it's all just like new kicks and tennis shoes and the coolest food thing the coolest rolled up Thai ice cream I just ate? I mean,
I think today their entry into politics is politics, because politics is so messed up right now. But I do see young people getting into food in a big kind of way, and it is very heartening. You know, you see all these communities springing up through social media of people who love baking. There's this incredible baking revolution going on right now, and I mean, we focus on women at Cherry Bomb, so I just predominantly see like what women are up to. But the young people baking across this country, I think you look at somebody like Molly Ye, you know, who's on the Food Network, who's based out in South Dakota. Yeah. You know, they love her, and then the rise of YouTube. I mean, we do a lot of work with the Food and Finance High School. I don't know if anybody knows that high school, but it's a terrific place, pretty close to here in Hell's Kitchen. It's New York City's only culinary-focused public school. And we have a young kid who we were kind of working with and mentoring, and he came with us when we interviewed Carla Lawley Music for the podcast, and he saw Claire in the Bonap Test Kitchen. And this kid's like 15, and he really he loves his phone, and he loves Snapchat and sneakers and music. And he saw Claire and he lost his mind. And I was like, wow. So these food people on YouTube are, you know, they're kind of the new, I don't want to say rock stars, because rock stars are rock stars, but they love these people, and I think it's a great thing.
Right. Food and Finance High is really interesting. They have like tilapia tanks in the basement of the high school over here, and they have like hydroponic lettuces, and you just wouldn't even imagine that there's a